Hey guys, it's Dale at Holeshot Performance. Well, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install all my different mufflers. Well, not all my different, but I'm going to do we have the 14 Street polished on there right now. I'll install a black 14 and the 10-inch Bad Boy, which is only available in black. 14 is polished or black, and the 17 Street Core Touring is polished or black. So this is not a slip-on system. These are the mufflers that are available with my Lextek header Holeshot combination that we've been running, and we're going to tune for in the future next. When I get my tuner ready, we're going to go ahead and start on that. But need to get this stuff done too. I'm doing a photo shoot with all my stuff like right now, and yeah, and then I'll show you the same mufflers will be available with my slip-on link pipe. So the slip-on link pipe goes right on the stock muffler and header, okay, and allows you to run my 10-inch Bad Boy or one of these. I don't see why you'd want to put the 10-inch Bad Boy on that. It makes it just a touch louder than stock, not much. But if you have another brand header, like an Akrapovic or something like that, any brand header that mounts up to the stock muffler, my Holeshot slip-on is going to fit that with my link pipe that'll be included. And I'll take a little video and some pictures of that too in the end here. So anyway, so this is the 14th Street and how it mounts up. And here's your clearance. You got about a 1/2 inch clearance to the swing arm. Probably can't see my logo, but my logo's laser etched in there. I do have a nice Holeshot logo plate oval. It's kind of a silver brushed with black lettering. It's fairly small. I offer those as a little option if you want a logo, but I don't put them on the muffler because some guys don't want it. So anyway, there's your 14th Street. Here's my nice heavy-duty stainless band clamp with my rubber channeled high-heat rubber that goes in there to never come out. Stainless clamps. And so that's that. Okay, so now let's snap our fingers and get the black one on. Okay guys, here's the 14-inch black. What my mufflers are, they're a 60% gloss high temp powder coat shell. And just so you know, my mufflers are a 6061 T6 aircraft aluminum shell. It's 0.065, so 65 thousandths wall thickness. They're really strong and they're still really light. And then the end caps are spun and then punched out 304 stainless front and back. And then the snout is a separate piece we make. And there is brother-in-law Paul's weld bead. You see that? We have a foot-controlled rotator that the parts go in, and very seldom do we have to use any rod. And the back is the same thing with the tip. Sometimes we have to start and stop, have a little problem, but and then this is on a special forming die that we had made, and we form and roll that bead into this fairly thick stainless 304 material, and then the tip is cut off at the proper angle, and then Pablo welds that on. And then that's our, you can kind of see it. It's kind of hard to see. I was the first one to laser etch that. Anyway, and then I have one of my logo plates in my hand. I don't put them on anymore. Some guys, I don't want to buy it without if it has a logo. And some guys, I want a logo. So it's a nice looking logo. I kind of like it on the black muffler. It does set it off a little bit, but that's up to you. I don't put them on. I sell them as a little kit $5 with the rivets. It's got a little peel off. 3M, stick them. It's formed perfectly for the radius of the muffler. It's pretty easy. You just hold it up there. It's good to have the pipe on the bike anyway and get the tip all where you want it. And then you just hold this up there and you carefully center punch very lightly with the little push center punch. And you drill 2 1/8" holes or a hair bigger. And then you be very careful and you rivet it on. So anyway, there's the 14. I think that is always my favorite personally. But hey, some guys like polished. Some guys like polished and some guys like black. You know, it's like you like green, I like blue, right? Okay, so that's the full Lextek Holeshot system with the 14-inch black. So let's get on with the 17s. We'll put a polished on there and then a black. Okay? Okay guys, so now this is the 17 Street Touring. I want to let you know I also make a 17-inch comp core. And that's probably going to be quieter than the 14 Street. I'm going to really confuse you now. But for the touring guys or a guy that really wants it subtle when you're just cruising, this is the one. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I know it's long, but it sure looks better than the dyno muffler, doesn't it? My raw things. It's all the same stuff. Still got the clearance. Okay. All right, now let's put a, let's go ahead and install a 17-inch black. Okay guys, here's the 17 Street Touring in black. And you see what I mean? So what's nice about that is even though it's the long touring muffler or 17 versus the other, it positively kind of hides that length a little bit more when you go to the black. It just kind of goes away and I think it looks cleaner. So if I was a touring guy, that's probably the one I would pick, but again, that's just me. Okay, what I'll do now is I'm going to lay out the link pipe. I have another little video clip I can grab from another video, I'll stick in here. A link pipe and a 10-inch bad boy. But first I'll put the 10-inch bad boy on here in black with the header. We haven't seen that finished yet. I'll do the little slip-on last. Okay, here's Mr. Rowdy, 10-inch bad boy. Gotta admit the thing looks the best, doesn't it? Well, you know I'm old school, but you know what? You won't find a nicer and higher quality muffler that's the old school type mufflers. We put about a 3 to 4 thousandths press fit on all the parts when we put them together. And then you only have to do 3 rivets on each end. As a matter of fact, a few years ago, we built one muffler, forgot to put the rivets in it. The only one we ever did that to on an FJR. The guy ran it for a year and he was polishing his mufflers. And he calls me up and says, "Dale, are one of my mufflers supposed to have rivets in it like the other side?" I said, "What?" He'd been running the thing for 18,000 miles. Never came apart. So there's a little story. But yeah, so we went ahead and I did some pretty aggressive riding the other day, and I'm very confident as long as the suspension's set up right, we're going to have plenty of ground clearance now. So I'm going to leave that like that because of the fact that, look at that, you get a big guy, a Bigfoot, Sasquatch on there, and you should have enough heel clearance. You're not going to melt the pipe. or heel on the pipe. So anyway, there's the 10-inch bad boy. It's badass. Okay, now let me lay out the slip-on parts for you and show it on the stock bike from another clip. Hey guys, this is my DB killer. Before I put the 17 on there, I was just going to show you this. I designed this several years ago for my muffler tips. And say if you got the 14 comp or 10-inch bad boy or any of my mufflers, and you want to take a trip and you want to knock the dB level down. This drops the dB level 3 to 5 full dB. And it will hurt power, but I minimized it. I did a lot of testing with how many holes, what size holes, you know, all that good stuff. It's probably on this bike, it's probably around about 2 to 3 horsepower, 2.5 horsepower, so loss. But if you're going to take a weekend trip and you want to tone it down, who cares? It's still going to run good, don't have to mess with the tune. So what I do is I supply a drill bit and the stainless Allen and the lock washer, and I have a little kind of a instruction thing on my website. And you drill one hole in the certain location right on the bottom of the tip, and then it's got a high temperature O-ring that's just the right size, so when it goes in it kind of stabilizes it and it ends up in about this far if I put the camera on it. And then also I have a special set of little vice grips I make that I should have here in front of me. Let me go grab those and show you. Yeah, so here's the small vice grips that we weld these pins on. These are just some low-cost vice grips we buy, but then we have these little machine pins. Pablo welds those on, and then you can open it up and put it perfectly in the holes, lightly snug it down. You can wiggle it in, you can turn it to line the hole up to get the bolt started, and you can take it out several times and you will not mar up the part. If you use a pair of needle nose, you're going to slip and you're going to scrape it all up. So if you ever buy the DB Killer kit, I highly recommend getting these too. Okay, so that's my DB Killer that you've never seen. Well, maybe you have, but you haven't with this RS project yet. Okay, on to the other 17 muffler now. Okay guys, so basically I just slid this together. So there's our link pipe that we finished a while back. So you get this little guy here and 2 clamps and your muffler. And then you're going to go ahead and get the, not the bolt, use the stock bolt. So you're going to get my stainless body clamp, the rubber insulator that has the channel in it. And that will go right onto the stock muffler or any header that mounts the stock muffler. Excuse me, stock muffler under the bike is what I meant this will mount to. And get rid of your original muffler. Okay? But this will also mount up to another brand header that uses the stock muffler. And getting back to that, if you remember, I tried the Lextek header and mid pipe that mounts the lower heat shield and everything for a stock muffler, and I've talked to the company manager over there in England about it because I wasn't happy at all with the way that the shield fit on the bottom, so I said we're not going to handle that one, and he assures me that must be a fluke or something wrong because they have them in the UK, and he sent me pictures and they got a lot of them over there. So I think I got one that's just defective, and the one little bracket that mounts the shield I think was just mounted, welded in the wrong position. So I told him I'm willing to give it another try, so I'm going to order another one. It only comes with the header, and I'll try again, and we'll see what happens. So if I get it and it mounts up just fine, then I'll order that header too, and I'll have that option also for you. But my preference is the one on my bike without the shields at all. But then you can't run the stock muffler. But you know, stock muffler's about 5.5 pounds, and it's fine. It's going to make decent power and everything. So, okay. Hey guys, hey, dlwalker at Holeshot. Man, it's hot outside. It's 102 degrees out here in my big metal building. It's hard to cool. Anyway, I've got the green meanie back from Galfer, and I'm working on a few things I want to show you. So I got my camera just on a tripod. I'm by my lonesome. I'm an amateur. I'll just pick it up and kind of show you what's going on. So, what's that on the back there? Been working on this and didn't want to mention it till I know I can make it happen. So there's my Holeshot 10-inch bad boy slip-on the stock exhaust that you can still run the lower shield. But that's the new mid pipe that we just got in our hands that will adapt my 10-inch bad boy on the Z900RS and Cafe. And it's no performance difference. The stock muffler, as we know, is straight through like this, and it sounds about the same, maybe a hair louder. I think about the same. It's going to perform the same. So basically it's about a little over 2 pound weight savings. My muffler and mid pipe's about 2.8 pounds. I weighed the stock one. It's about 5 with the little small heat shield. So you're just going for looks, which I think it looks bitchin'. And it's a little teeny bit more upswept right there, just barely. But tucked in real nice. I don't have this tightened down all the way because I don't want to put marks on the muffler. But it's tucked in really nice. I don't know if you can see that here, but I laser etch. You know, every one of my mufflers is very subtle. It's laser etched. I got reflections from our skylights, but it says Holeshot Performance with my name on the top. No logo plate. You can get a little logo plate if you want to add one. But anyway, so we're going to come out with these. They'll be available very soon.